Harris Chain of Lakes, but today I'm going to talk about our trophy catch program. So kind of what is trophy catch? For the new members or people that aren't aware, it's a citizen science-based program where we look at trophy bass conservation. So it's a trophy bass conservation program where we have anglers from the public document their catches and release bass of bass over 8 pounds. And so to participate in the program, it's open to any hook and line catch. So it can be artificial baits, it can be live baits with shiners, it can be public waters, it can be private waters. Any catch in Florida can qualify for this program. And it's a completely free program to you all, where we award anglers with some really great prizes that I'll get to talk to you about today. Some of the goals of this program. First and foremost, it's to provide a platform to engage you all in conservation, to help promote the catch and release of these big female trophy-sized bass. And then also on our end, it also develops a really good data set of when and where these trophy bass are being caught. Provides data throughout the entire year. So normally when we see these big trophy fish is normally during our spring sampling, but these trophy fish are being caught throughout the whole year. And this gets us some data to help us help with future research and also for future management actions as well. So it gets us some really good data to use that we normally wouldn't have during our sampling. So how do you participate? How do you do it? So well, first off, you want to register to our program. It's, like I said, it's completely free. And so what you first do is you go to trophycatch.com. And it brings you this webpage. All you got to do is you go up to the upper right-hand corner, there's the register button, and it just fills out, it makes a profile. It's, like I said, it's completely free. It's not a prerequisite to register before you catch your big trophy fish, but it also just gets you ready, so you're ready to go, and all you need to do is sign on, and you're ready to go once you catch that big fish. Another thing is just by registering, you don't even need to catch a fish, just by registering into the program, it puts your name into a hat for our free boat drawing. So we give a bass boat away every year. A Phoenix bass boat, powered by Mercury, power poles, Lowrance units, trolling motor, the whole thing. We give away one bass boat every year. And just by registering, you put your name in the hat for that. So how do you participate? So once you register, you catch that big fish, what do you do? So what we do is what you need to do is, what we require is just a picture or video of it on the scale. The whole fish on the scale with the weight clearly visible. We call it a scale to tail photo. So all you need to do is have this picture right here, weight clearly visible, and that's all you need. We do recommend that you have a length photo, but it's not a requirement. One thing is we also recommend a video. Obviously I like to fish alone a lot, so if you try to catch a big fish and you try to hold the fish and trying to get that whole thing, it's just a mess trying to get a picture of it. But what you can easily do is just get a video. So you just take a picture or take your video, weight clearly visible, whole fish scanned, that's all you need to do, and you're good to get submitted into the program. So for any tournament anglers out there, you can also use tournament documentation. Official tournament weigh slips that show the fish, being weighed. Make sure your name's on it, where and when that fish was caught, or any official results will work as well. So with those documentation, you just have that with your photo, and you're set to submit. And so how you submit, you just go right back to the website. And then there's a little login and submit catch. You just fill out when you caught it, and fill out the rest of the questions, and you're all set, ready to receive some prizes. So within the program, we have 3 levels, 3 club levels. So we got our lunker club. Those are bass between 8 to just under 10 pounds. And then we have our trophy club, which is our 10 to just under 13. And then our Hall of Fame fish, which are 13 pounds and greater. And so I'm not going to go through all these, but this just kind of shows you that there's a wide range of prizes that you get for submitting and getting approved into the program. This is our Lunker Club prize. $25 gift card to Bass Pro for your first Lunker Club. You also get 10 entries into that drawing, that boat drawing I was talking about. You get 10 extra entries every submission you get into the program. So your Trophy Club, that's your 10 to 13 pounders. It's a $50 gift card, and then some other great prizes along with 10 extra entries. And then for our Hall of Fame fish, our 13 pounders, it's a $100 gift card. Like I said before, you don't need to do a length board, but if you do a length board with your Hall of Fame fish, we'll give you an extra $50 gift card on top of that. One cool thing about this prize level is we teamed up with Gray Taxidermy to give away a free replica mount for every Hall of Fame fish that gets caught into and approved into the program. Some other prizes associated with Trophy Catch is, first one is our big bag. This is an annual big bag. It's kind of like a tournament style setup. So you take your 5 biggest fish of the season, and then if you have the most or the biggest bag for this whole season, you win the annual big bag prize, which ends up being, we've sponsored by Mission Inn, so you get a 2-night stay at Mission Inn and then a fishing trip with, I believe his club knows, Tim Fredericks, the MLF pro. He's the local pro out of Leesburg. And so really cool prize there. And then we also have these monthly prizes. So you take, during each month, we take the heaviest total Lunker Club approvals for the person. And if you have the most out of all the participants, and you have your heaviest, so let's say you have 8 total Lunker Club submissions and approved, you add up all those. If that's the highest for the whole program, you get an additional $200 Bass Pro gift card or a Shimano fishing rod and reel. It's important to note that this prize, you're only able to win this once a year, per angler. So kind of going through some of the, like I was saying before, one of the goals is the data that we're collecting from this. This is kind of, just shows you some of the stuff that we're able to learn from all these catches being submitted. So currently we're in season 10, so we started this back in 2012. As of February, we've had over 12,000 total bass approved into this program. So a lot of bass being caught. Over 370 total public water bodies, and it's kind of hard to see. Each little dot kind of just shows you the distribution of where all those trophies are being caught at. When you break it down to the different club levels, you can see that a high majority of them are about 10,000 are within your 8 to 10 pound range, 2,500 in that 10 to 13 pound range, and then about 120 we're in that Hall of Fame, 13 pounds or greater. So it just kind of shows you some of those big fish, how rare and special and once in a lifetime, well not once, but fish of a lifetime, catch those 13 pound plus fish are. Looking at some of our recent top lakes this spring, and actually listening to the fish of the month, they were actually highlighted. Rodman Reservoir, that's that Lake Akawaha that was talked about. And then also that Fellsmere Reservoir, which is also headwaters. That is then really the highlight lake, around the state. Probably one of the top producing lakes in the state right now. Really pumping out some really good fish. So if you guys have a chance to get over there, I would really highly recommend it. This is just a table looking at the top lakes for the whole 10 seasons. It's really our big resources. Rodman Reservoir, Kissimmee, Estapoga, Toho, and Okeechobee. So related projects, kind of aiding into the research and management, and Trophy Catchers really like to partner or provide inspiration for a lot of projects that we do here at FWC. We have our Trophy Bass Tagging Project where anytime we see an 8 pound plus fish while we're sampling, we try to put a trophy tag in it to kind of learn about the program, see how many people are participating, if they're even aware of the program. We also, Trophy Catch partner with the Friends of Lake Apopka to do the Lake Apopka Tag Challenge, where we tag a bunch of fish and offer prizes to help promote the resource, get people out there fishing again. We also did and have done Trophy Bass Telemetry, where we're actually putting telemetry tags in the bass and then tracking them around to learn more about them, to see the movement and survival of these big trophy bass. So one other thing that we have looked at and dove into the data was, where, so we took what we call as the Hall of Fame 100. So we took our first 100 Hall of Fame fish. These are the 13 plus pounders. And we started to look at, you know, some of that catch data to kind of learn where are these being caught and all that kind of stuff. So this just shows you kind of a distribution of where those fish were caught, those big 13 plus Hall of Fame fish. And so, like I was showing before, that distribution for all the trophy catch, it seemed like throughout the whole state. But when you break it down to those big fish, it kind of seems like there's a hot spot here, right in your, you know, the middle of the state, northern peninsula of Florida. When you look at when these fish are being caught throughout the calendar, you can see that they're caught throughout the year, but there definitely is that you know, hot time, mainly during around that spawn, you know, January, February, and March time frame. When you look at when during the moon cycles were, the moon phases, you can see that they've been caught throughout mainly all